Yeah.
So, I really loved Homecoming. Spider-Man, Far From Home. Kind of the
Garbage.
opposite with me. Um, Mysterio's really good, and
Ah,
okay, let me
no, it's
finish.
fine. Okay, okay, okay.
Mysterio, really good, awesome. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's probably my favorite actor. He's great. I just think this movie, because what I love about Homecoming was seeing the everyday Spider-Man stuff in seeing everyday high school stuff through Spider-Man. Far From Home doesn't do that with the vacation. They have a lot of these really extreme kind of things. That whole bathroom scene was really weird. When Peter like accidentally calls a drone strike on the bus is just a weird scene. I think you could have done a lot of the vacation relatability stuff, and they just don't do it. However, I do like Tom Holland in the movie. I think he's fun, and I do like the Mysterio stuff a lot, and I like the stuff with him and MJ. I really like Zendaya as Mary Jane. I think she might be my favorite interest in the Spider-Man movies, if you will. I think that's done well. I just think I don't know. It's kind of not boring, but it's just kind of there. I do like the stuff with Iron Man. Spider-Man Morning, Iron Man. I think that was done well. I don't know. I would go B or C tier depending where y'all stand. I just think it could have been a lot better, but it has some really good elements in it.
Okay, let me go on a whim. I don't think it's garbage per se. But um I don't know. I think just it may just be my like comparative mindset, but it's like, watching Homecoming and, the next Spider-Man movie we'll get to. I think just rewatching this movie kind of made me find it a little bit boring and dull with the love stuff and and the way they kind of just switch up, Mysterio. I don't know. I think it could have been done a lot better. Like have him, like, like that whole like mustache twirling shit. Like
Yeah.
right when Peter leaves, he's like, "Get this fucking shit off me," or something like that.
Yeah.
And and I don't know. I just thought maybe they could have handled Mysterio a little bit better. Although I will say the payoff, at the end, considering what led up to it, did save it a little bit. But comparatively, watching Homecoming and then the next Spider-Man movie, I kind of put this in like mid C.
Yeah, that's where I stand. How about you, Edgar?
Okay. Far From Home, I really enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I love Spider-Man. I love anything to do with Spider-Man, except even listen. We're not on the while we're on the subject of Spider-Man. I enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man films. I think great. Guilty pleasure films of mine. Back to Far From Home. Far From Home, I've had a good time with. I watched the shit in theaters in 3D, and that whole Mysterio
Oh,
sequence
that would
in
have been.
3D.
Oh, that would have looked really good.
That Mysterio sequence in 3D like
Oh
made the
yeah,
whole movie
that was
for me.
freaking cool. Yeah, that was cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
everything with Mysterio is really good. Yeah.
Yeah, Mysterio, one of my favorite villains. However, I don't again. I know a lot of people complain about this, the relation that has to do with Tony Stark. I know a lot of people like want that gone, and we kind of got that with No Way Home, which we'll talk about later. And Far From Home just gave us not much for Spider-Man. Not much development, not much uh interesting stuff from him. We just got Peter Parker trying to asked Mary Jane to be his girlfriend, also while defeating stuff on his trip. I don't like the fact that they made the Elementals seem like huge villains in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they were
Yeah,
just holographic stuff and
that was
everything,
lame.
projections
Yeah.
by Mysterio. Uh, motherfucker, Mysterio wanted revenge because Tony Stark named his project Barf. Like, all right, was it Barf or Fart?
Barf.
Yeah,
Shit.
okay, like motherfucker, you're that petty over that shit, man. Like, come on now.
You
Uh,
stepped on my toe when I was 3. I'll take it back.
Or would
I
would
will.
B tier work
I would put it low B for myself.
or
But
high
you guys
C?
said,
All right, I
yeah.
see.
I
Well,
hate doing
okay.
that to a Spider-Man film. I put fine. If you guys want to go with high C, I'll go with high C. If you
We've
guys want to.
we've gone against Edgar in this tier list. We'll go low B. I like Jake
Okay.
Gyllenhaal. We'll go low B. Edgar gets a
Okay.
win.
Okay. Thank God.
I give it a low B. Again, it's not
Hey,
terrible.
It's
Yeah.
not terrible. It's a decent movie.
Yeah, decent.
Okay.
People hate
Next.
on it too much. Also, the posters during this era of the MCU, the posters were fucking terrible.
Like
Yeah.
holy shit, what the fuck?
What the fuck
Okay.
were they not cooking, dude?
It's like
Next. All right. Next up, we have Black Widow. I don't like this movie.
yeah, same.
I think it's a shitty movie. Taskmaster, so lame.
Purse snatcher.
Dude,
Taskmaster is like the daughter of like the daughter of the villain who got fucking blown up as a kid. So lame. I think this is D or maybe F tier for me.
Holy shit.
reminder that this movie came out after Infinity War and Endgame and takes place right after
Yeah.
Civil War. So
It's
that's
like
another thing.
this
Like, if
movie
they would've
came out
released
hella
this
late.
movie- if they would have released this movie like immediately after, or maybe different. Again, I love David Harbour as
Yeah.
like I love him in that movie.
Well, even
But
he's kinda
Taskmaster was a
wasted.
fucking but Taskmaster was a fucking disappointment, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like one of those fucking effects. Fucking Yelena blows up the fucking ship and she's
Oh,
falling
yeah.
off. That shit bad.
so
I was like,
that,
what am I watching?
that was the Mortal Kombat Annihilation
Dude,
graphics.
I will say
Holy
also
shit.
Florence as Yelena though. That shit. God damn you. Florence makes me feel some type of way, motherfucker.
Oh.
In that
No,
movie.
you
Holy
you ain't lying, bro.
So
Dude,
we
you on God.
are we going
D
F,
tier.
D
I'll
tier?
go D tier.
D tier, definitely.
Do we
Okay,
have any? Do we have anything in F tier?
Thor 2.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I find this
Thor
slightly
what?
high better than Thor 2.
Okay, funny, I can. Alright, Shang-Chi.
Ooh,
I.
dude.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Hold on,
Go
let me
ahead,
go
Tan, go
first.
ahead, Tan.
Okay. Didn't expect those reactions. I really like this movie. I do. I like the first half. It's a really nice origin story. I think some Simu Liu is really great. I like how him and Aquafina's character are just friends. There's no romance. I really like that. The second half, you have some excellent acting by the father, who is the Mandarin. And then in the third act, you have some awesome action to end it off. I do think there are things that could have been better. For me, this is just a really good, fun film with great emotions. It brought me back to the old Marvel. Is it A tier? Maybe A tier. S tier if y'all love it. I don't know if I'll put S tier, but it's A tier for me. I think everything in it works really well. I like how we get Trevor Slady from Iron Man 3. I think they worked him in really well. I thought it was really cool. The actual Mandarin's a great villain. I really like Shang-Chi a lot.
yeah, same. I think during that point, I was just like looking for some, like some Marvel content, and I didn't expect too much from Shang Chi since I never, since I haven't heard of him since this movie. But
Yes.
yeah, but like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun martial arts movie, with some Marvel,
Oh, actually,
Marvel.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so dope, man. The effects aren't the worst. I just thought the final battle looked a little too chaotic sometimes. Like sometimes the effects didn't seem like finished. But I enjoyed it. So low A.
Okay, for me, Shang-Chi was like something I needed after Black Widow, fucking Far From Home. Like, I just needed some good old stuff that made me feel like Marvel was Marvel again. And the choreography in this movie, the acting in this movie, like, I loved the fuck out of this movie. I had a good time with it. I enjoyed everything about it. Even like, there's some nods to fucking Dragon Ball. There's like
Yeah, I know
loved the
that.
fuck out of that. That shit was fucking sick to me. That final battle, very CGI heavy, but it never. Like I didn't think the CGI was terrible, not by a long shot. I like the stuff with like the water and everything, like the effects and everything in the movie. Like
Yeah.
it looks great to me. To me, I love the fuck out of this, and I'd
What?
watch it again. I would put it in
Uh,
either low S or high A.
I'm gonna do low S. Low S for the movie.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, it was a dope movie.
Okay. Y'all mute for this because I know this might cause some reactions. Eternals. The best way I can say my thoughts about Eternals is that Eternals should have been a show. I think there's some good ideas. I think there's some good acting. It's just so rushed and yet so boring at the same time. I think this
Yeah.
should have been a show. I think it would have been excellent there as a movie. It's sheer detail. I didn't hate it, but the acting, like, there's some good actors, and I'm like, oh, I like this idea, and it's like, oh, we're gonna either explain it too much where it's boring or fly by it.
Disney
My
Channel
take,
acting.
my take is that Hawkeye should have been a movie, and this should have been a show. I think the two should have switched.
Right.
So yeah, C or D for me for Eternals. I think there's some fine things about it. Where do y'all stand on it?
Snowfest. I think it's a Snowfest. I mean, Snorefest.
Snow.
I have never seen it. It never
Oh,
interested me. It never interested me. It never caught my attention. I was like, yeah, skip.
Yeah,
And I
here's the
just
thing.
missed that shit. Like, I just didn't find any interest to watch it. Maybe down the line I will. Maybe.
no, don't do
From
it.
okay, from the trailers and everything, like it did not catch my. Only who caught my attention? Fucking Selma Hayek, bro. She caught my attention, bro.
Holy
But
shit.
that's all I'll say.
Um,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. I can't. I don't have a say in it. I never.
I, did you see like Team?
I did. That's what I was gonna say. My sister was on Disney Plus one day, and it was like, she said, "Oh, you want to watch Eternals with me?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I never did see this movie," and then I gave it a watch, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna fall asleep by the 10-minute mark.
Okay, I'll put it D tier. Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah, I agree
below
with you there.
Thor 1 because I think Thor 1 at least is not like 10 hours long. Um, all right, speaking of the shows, we have some of the shows. We have WandaVision. I like WandaVision. I think it trails off a bit. I would go high
Boner.
D, low A.
Boner.
Uh, does low A tier work?
With WandaVision, here's the thing. Like, I loved freaking Elizabeth Olsen as fucking Scarlet Witch. I Wanda, like she's fucking, like she's a baddie. Love one
Oh God, oh
in
God.
this household. Um, I love the first. Like the thing I loved about this was the first MCU show. It was the first MCU show that released. And the thing with this show is that they were kind of smart because they released 2 episodes instead of just one at the beginning. And I'm glad they did that because after the first episode, I would have been like, that's it. But they gave us 2 episodes. And after the second episode, I'm like, holy shit, I want to know what happens. Like every single week, they actually had me fucking coming back, and I was like, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, what's gonna happen? And like, I will say that the one thing that ruined WandaVision was fucking TikTok, because TikTok was all over the
Yeah.
fucking
Holy
place
shit!
saying,
Yes.
TikTok was all
Yeah.
over the fucking place saying like, Mephisto's gonna be there, and then I was
Like,
waiting, and then I was like,
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Where's Mephisto? They said it was gonna happen.
like,
Like,
oh,
fuck is this
Magneto's
shit?
gonna show up. Like, oh, we're getting Magneto. I'm like,
we're
what?
getting
No.
we're getting fucking Quicksilver and shit.
I
Like,
hated that.
you know, and then they gave us fucking a boner in the fucking show and everything. You know, I will say I enjoyed the Monica Rambeau stuff. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the Vision stuff too. Like this motherfucker was, you know, dead. Wanda was with the
Dead.
corpse. By the way, I'm saying Wanda was trying to fuck a corpse. I'm just saying this shit right now. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie, kind of weird.
She made
And
my
it,
third leg
y'all wanna
grow.
know, y'all realize that we still haven't gotten anything on the new Vision yet.
Nope.
Like
Nothing.
we
I-
Not,
still
not a
don't know
single
anything
thing.
about him at all.
I'm fine. It's whatever. Vision's kind of just
I
a character who's
I
there.
I probably put it in like mid B tier for me.
Yeah, same. Mid B.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm a bit. Yeah, I just like the different styles. We'll put it. Um,
Oh, what do y'all think on Agatha as the villain? of the show?
overrated. I'll put it.
Yeah.
Definitely
below-
overrated.
I'll put it below Iron Man 3. I think it's kind of comparable with
This
that.
bitch is
Okay.
getting her own fucking show. Like,
Like, the fuck? She's supposed to be dead.
Speaking of B tier, Falcon and Winter Soldier villains suck. I love Sam as Cap. I'm going low B, high C.
I loved fucking. Well, John Walker was that his name?
Yeah,
Yes,
John Walker.
right.
And I hated the harassment he got.
John Walker. I loved this motherfucker.
He's a good
as-
villain.
Like, holy shit, that was so good.
Yo,
the fact
you-
that he used a shield to kill a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna
holy
say, I
shit.
know that shit made you
I was
shit your pants when you
surprised
saw
at
it.
that shit. I was like, this motherfucker just killed someone with the shield? Ain't no
That seems
way.
good.
And you see the blood and everything.
kind of a corny scene with the guys acting getting killed, but yeah, it's the show itself. I think is like a. Would you guys agree,
And
Lil?
we know he's gonna probably most likely return for the Thunderbolts, right? Like that's.
Yes, I
I
think that was
enjoyed
confirmed.
Zemo in this show though. Like I enjoyed the stuff they did with him.
Oh, I hated
Show
Zemo.
also.
Turned him into like a
Really?
white joke.
How come?
Yeah, he was like they just I don't know. In Civil War, he's like, oh, he's this intimidating guy. Watch out for him. And in here, he's like fucking breakdancing. I'm like, no.
He didn't break dance. Okay, chill out.
He
He
did.
did not.
Yeah, he just he did a shrug dance at most.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like it. Where do y'all put this tier wise?
In my opinion, better than WandaVision.
Yeah, better
Probably
than
like
WandaVision.
a B, but like higher than WandaVision.
Okay. How about you, Ikeen?
Yeah, with me, I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I did because I just got like really attached with the Captain America stuff in this franchise, and I don't know, I enjoyed it a lot more. But I also agree with the placement, like mid B. I think it could have been better, just a little.
Okay. So I am moving Black Panther and Age of Ultron both to C tier to even things out.
Okay.
The tier list
Okay.
to make both of
Fine
y'all
with me.
happy. Loki. Um, I only saw the finale, but people say it's really good, so I would be fine with like A or S tier.
Loki is a really good fucking show. I'm excited for season 2. Loki, like that was another show that had me wanting to come back every single fucking week, and uh, I just like everything about it. I enjoyed. There's some meh scenes and everything, but I enjoyed seeing Tom Hiddleston as Loki again. I enjoyed that. Kind of weird that he wanted to bang himself, but whatever, dude. Like,
I mean, Sylvia's hot. I
I
don't
mean,
blame him.
I mean, if I
yeah,
saw a
but like if
female
he's
version of myself,
it was kind of cool though seeing everything. Like we know that there's a different thing there. We see the beginning of Kang. See,
Hmm.
he who knows all. Like, and it's just one of his variants. And this motherfucker, he warned us. He warned them. If you kill my ass right now, a shit ton of myself that are way worse are gonna show up, and that's what fucking happened. So we
I'm
did
gonna
a little
get
fuck
you.
and we got fucked. I'm gonna get y'all asses. Just wait and see. Do this shit right now. I'm gonna get y'all asses.
On God, bet for real.
So, would you be good with A tier?
I'll go do with A tier on Loki easily.
No.
So, do you guys like the visual style of the show?
I do. I like the
I
variants.
do.
That part was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because I do.
What I don't like about the fact of variants is this now is that we couldn't get like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man back. And that kind
Yeah.
of defeats the whole purpose of Endgame, and that's the only thing that I kind of don't like.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think we can all agree No Way Home's S tier. I don't think we
Infinity Stone.
Infinity Stone, yeah, definitely
Infinity
Infinity
Stone.
Stone.
an Infinity Stone.
Easily, in my opinion, the best MCU movie. I do not give a shit.
Yes.
Listen. And dude, the anticipation for this movie ever since 2019 to 2021, late 2021, basically 2022. Like, we were waiting for a lot for this movie. The anticipation for this movie, the build up, the trailers, like everything from
Mhm.
The fan service.
the fan service in this film, like, well, listen, I do not give a fuck if y'all are like, but the story, but the writing.
It's a cash grab. It's a cash grab.
Shut the fuck up! It's a fucking cash grab, and it's a fucking good one. It's a good ass fucking cash grab. Why? Because they gave us Tobey Maguire, they gave us Andrew Garfield, they gave us all the fucking villains from the previous films, and they gave us like they gave us Willem fucking Dafoe
Foe.
as Green
Crazy
Goblin
ass.
again. And I love Willem Dafoe as fucking Green Goblin. Like, that shit was fucking amazing. The interaction between all three fucking Peters, amazing. I love this shit. Like, give me more, feed it into my veins. I just remember being in a theater. It was filled. Everyone was fucking cheering. Like, that shit was fucking.
It was so fun.
I took my fucking Spider-Man mask to the fucking theater and I wore that shit. I did not give a fuck. I had the best fucking experience with No Way Home, and I wish I could do it all over again. I remember all the fucking edits on TikTok. I remember all the fucking hype for it. I remember everything about this shit. All the fucking audience reactions. Like, No Way Home for me is one of the best Spider-Man media ever, and I will stand by this shit. This shit was fucking amazing. From Aunt May's death, rest in peace to that fucking baddie. But holy shit, everything
Right.
about this film was so fucking good to me, and I would watch it again and again and again. And it's kind of weird seeing it now because whenever we see Andrew Garfield show up, no one's fucking cheering. But other than that, this shit is fucking peak Spider-Man, and I fucking loved it. We wanted Spider-Man to lose stuff. He lost everything in this fucking movie.
He's like, yeah, you don't have it.
He lost pussy. He lost his fucking identity.
He lost pussy.
And he lost everything in this fucking film. And I will say that this is one of the best Spider-Man movie in like forever, dude. I do not give a
Lost his
fuck.
dick.
Unless Across the Spider-Verse disproves that and it takes the throne. But other than that, No Way Home, best MCU movie. I do not give a fuck. That shit made a fuck ton of money and respectfully the best MCU movie.
It turned all the theater seats white.
For the best.
Yeah,
We saw Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. That's all you need to know. That's all we need to know. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Okay, so I have it as my, I think, sixth favorite movie of all time. So it's definitely my favorite MCU movie.
Holy
And what's great because of not only seeing Toby and Andrew there, but how they're written. They're written so well.
Yes. Oh my
Like,
god.
They actually put character first instead of fan service
Like,
first.
I love the scene where they're all talking about like who the Uncle Ben. That was a really good scene. I love
I
that.
mean, we don't know anything about Tom Holland's Uncle Ben, but like other than that, it's whatever. Dude, can we talk
It
about
was
the
Iron Man,
Spider
bro.
Sense in this movie too? Like the Spider Sense scene in the
Oh
apartment.
yeah, that's a really good one.
Such a good fucking scene. Like
So
again,
great,
Yeah.
man.
this motherfucker felt someone transform. He felt someone like evil intentions, and then he's like, "Who the fuck is it? It's not motherfucking Doc Ock. It's not Electro. Who the fuck?" He looks at Willem Dafoe and it's like, "Oh, it's your bitch ass." And
Right.
fucking left his fucking hand. Oh,
Wait.
it's your bitch ass. You're trying to fuck me up right now, dude.
Yo, Edgar, this is like the I got one bullet in my pistol. Who am I shooting? Who is it?
The thing from The Office. Yeah. That's,
Can we say how fucking amazing Tom Holland? So, like.
He upped his game in this movie.
Like,
Yeah.
dude. Like, and then the fact that he wanted to kill Green Goblin. This motherfucker.
You saw the rage in his eyes, man. You saw
What?
the rage in his
rage in his eyes. This motherfucker.
He was out. He was
He wanted
hunting
to
for
kill
blood.
This motherfucker.
I also like how
Respectfully,
they.
he killed a baddie.
Yeah, I like how they fight on the like statue. That
The Statue of Liberty.
Liberty, and it's the Captain America shield.
Shield, and that's how he got introduced.
Can we-
Gravity Shield. Yeah, I like that.
J.K. Simmons, dude. J.K. fucking Simmons is fucking.
He's a multiverse character, man.
J. Jonah Jameson.
I
Like,
think
that
they
was so-
wasted him. I think they could have wrote him.
Damn.
Honestly, but
What the fuck was he supposed to do? Motherfucker was just a fucking bugle. The Daily Bugle motherfucker. Peter Parker wasn't working there. Like, obviously. What else is he gonna fucking
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into this. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie made people cry. This movie made people
Yeah.
laugh.
I mean, I'm not
This
gonna
movie
debate
did so
that.
much. People were purposely trying to hate on this movie just good. People were nitpicking every single fucking.
The effects when the movie first came out was so bad.
I know y'all motherfuckers. I know y'all motherfuckers out there. Who gives a fuck if Spider-Man, if Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man mask has 5 fucking lines instead of 4? Like, shut the fuck up, pussies. No one gives a shit. You're
believe that's
fucking
an
annoying.
I can't believe that's an actual thing, but like still. Okay.
Wham, they reused the scene
Boo
from
boo.
Spider-Man 3 for fucking Flint's transformation
man,
back to a
yeah.
man. Like wham, motherfucker. It saves money. Motherfucker wasn't available. Shut the
It COVID.
fuck.
COVID.
COVID was a fucking thing. Like, shut the fuck up. You're fucking annoying. No one cares about your fucking opinion. Your ass. Get the fuck out. You're like Black Panther over this shit. You're like Age of Ultron over this shit. Shut the fuck up, pussies. Your opinion's invalid. Shut the fuck up.
All right. Anyways, y'all should mute because I'm gonna talk about Wakanda Forever. I do like this more than the first Black Panther. I think Namor's a better villain. I think the movie, like, because the first Black Panther, my main issue was the pacing. This movie is slower on purpose. I think Angela Bassett, good performance. I think a bit overrated at times, but very emotionally impactful. And I know, like
She fucking dies, bro.
Like,
one
damn.
time about her acting.
Oh. Sorry.
People are saying like she should have won an she should have won
I
an
know,
Oscar.
but damn, she fucking died. Rest in peace, dude. Holy shit, bitch drowned.
And it's like, damn, Shiri loses her brother, then her mom. Like, what the fuck, man?
But anyways, I think this movie handled Chadwick Boseman perfectly. That's a very tough thing, and I thought they handled it perfectly, like really good. I like Shuri as Black Panther. I don't love her as Black Panther, but I like her, and I think it works well. I think the movie with Namor, I really like Namor from the comics. I think he was done well. I think the action's really good. The way he flies, it looks really cool. I would probably go B tier for this. I think this is a B tier movie. What what do y'all think about it?
I prefer Wakanda Forever over the first one as well. The effects are better. Like the
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
and
really good. Yeah.
mhm.
I can't. Let's talk about that fucking banger of a song when Shuri's in the fucking water, dude.
I love that song, man. Kala Breeze. I think I've heard it like
Dude.
Oh yeah,
a
that's a
lot
good
of time.
one.
And there was another like foreign song I heard in the end credits. That one bups too. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah, the one
one
that goes
exactly.
like.
Copyright, copyright, copyright. Yeah.
We've already cussed. We're not making money off this shit.
Hey, demonetized for life.
Are we are y'all B or A with this?
I'm gonna go with low A, high
Low A
B.
as well.
Oh, okay. Y'all like this more than I thought. Okay, I was saying B because I'm like
Again,
y'all
I
probably
enjoyed the
gonna hate
ending.
it.
I enjoyed the ending. They
Oh,
handled
and
T'Challa. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You know, like that shit will always hit us.
yeah.
You know,
I'll,
like I like the fact that they kept his son hidden and they just showed him at the.
right. I will say this. Do you guys like appreciate like after all these comedic Marvel projects? Do you guys feel like they handled the serious tone in a more
Yeah,
natural way for this
yeah,
movie,
Yes,
and
yes.
just
yes.
worked
And
out?
let's talk about the fact that they did not skip over the fact that Okoye did fucking betray Angela Bassett's character in the first movie though, by taking uh
Yes, that was a good
Killmonger's side
point.
and everything. Like, did not skip over that shit.
Hmm.
They brought back to that.
Hey, best
They brought
movie
back,
of the century.
What are your thoughts of Ironheart in this
I
movie?
like her. Don't love
I
her.
did
Don't
like
hate
her.
her. I like the acting. I like how her personality is different than Tony. Like she's quippy,
Yes.
but in a different way. I thought it was solid. People hating on her because of the way the suit looked and all that other stuff is just
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
her fault. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's her
so
fault. Sure,
yeah,
man.
so
That's
like
not her
what I
fault.
learned is that so she in the comics apparently she was under mentorship through Tony Stark, and I
Mm.
Well,
thought maybe they what's up.
in the comics, he like dies and he makes like video messages, and she learns off of those.
Right. Yes, that's what I
Kind
was
of,
going
yeah.
with. So
Hmm.
it's kind of like you think she could be like a gateway to bring like, like Robert back for hologram scenes or whatever.
No, I think Tony's ending was perfect. I don't want to mess it up, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, low A. Alrighty, Multiverse of Madness. I think I like Scarlet Witch a lot in it to a degree. I think this movie, I call it a clip movie, and what I mean by clip movie is I watched it in theaters, had a fun enough time, and it'll be one of those movies that you know how like there's clips of movies on YouTube. I'll probably watch this a scene or two. There's some cool visual effects. There's some horrific action in a good way. When Wanda kills all the people, that's pretty neat. All that stuff everyone knows about. I just think the pacing is kind of whack. So it's not a movie I would rewatch often, but there's scenes I like from it. I think Elizabeth Olsen is amazing in the role, but and I like Sam Raimi's directing. I don't know. I think this is for me like high B, maybe mid B. I don't know. I think it could have been better, and that's the biggest thing. If I don't know if y'all have seen like the deleted concept art, but this movie went way darker, went a lot more serious, and I wish it
Like,
did that.
do you think this is like the most R-rated PG-13 project in this Marvel universe?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because this movie was nuts.
It is. Where do y'all think of it being B?
Yeah. Okay. Uh, as far as like trying to move the story forward, I think that Multiverse of Madness could have handled it a bit better. Like Doctor Strange ends up how he started off in the end, if that makes sense. Like he didn't like
Yeah,
grow, he
yeah.
didn't like lose anything. It's like he just kind of did this adventure, and it feels less like his movie. It's just more of like a continuation of WandaVision, if that makes sense. So I mean, it could have been better. I'd say like lower B, top C.
The thing with this movie is a lot of people are like expecting, oh my god, this person's gonna show up. Oh my god, this person's show up. Oh my, like, shut the fuck up. That's you guys over. You guys had high expectations, and guess what? When the movie came out, y'all were disappointed because it didn't meet with your expectations. Guess what, motherfuckers? It wasn't gonna happen. It was a fucking Doctor Strange movie. Like, yeah, multiverse of madness, whatever. Like, not much madness in this multiverse, but like,
Not
who
too
gives
much
a fuck?
multiverse in this madness.
Not too much multiverse, but like, I enjoyed it for what it was. I watched it in 3D again, but crazy. Um, I did like the stuff with Reed Richards, I guess. He wasn't like he was kind of wasted, honestly. Like that whole segment was like it was a fun, like oh shit, Wanda's gonna fuck some shit up, and that's what I love. I think Wanda is a great villain. Like if y'all did not watch WandaVision, if you were mad at the fact that Wanda, like if you did not watch WandaVision, if you thought Wanda was a bad villain choice, like this bitch was in grief. This was upset, sad. She lost her fucking dick.
Lost everything
Like
again.
yeah, like if y'all were mad that she was a villain, you just didn't watch fucking WandaVision at
WandaVision.
all. If y'all were just like, what the fuck are these kids? Yeah, they're in fucking WandaVision, dude. Like, watch that shit. Guess what? The MCU shows, they're fucking canon, except What If I don't canon, but like, y'all know what I mean. I will say I also enjoyed America Chavez. I thought it was pretty nice. I don't know
Yeah,
about y'all, but I had a good time with her.
yeah. I think she could be a really good addition to the cast.
For this movie, I would probably put it in mid B, high B, kind of around that area.
I think we all agree with it being mid B. I think that's fair.
Definitely better than the.
Yeah. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, I absolutely love Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I think he's probably one of the more spot on castings the MCU has done, and I just really liked him in that role. So we're going mid B. Um, yeah, that's about fair, I would say.
Yeah, better than the first, but not by much.
All right. Alrighty. Next up we have Moon Knight. So this show really disappointed me. I love Oscar
Yeah.
Isaac as an actor. I love him as Moon Knight, and I like Moon Knight. The first two episodes were amazing. The visual style was unique. It was creepy. It had this really good tenseness to it. I'm like, okay, here we go. And then the show turned into an MCU Disney project where we had humor in the wrong places. I thought the CGI looked kind of whack. It took me out of it, and I
Psycho
think the
Colonel
story,
Sanders.
I think the storytelling just it starts off so good, and it just kind of ended up disappointing me. I don't hate it, and I want Moon Knight to show up more. I love Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. Love that casting choice, and he kind of carries the show. But I don't know, it's just kind of lost me. I kind of view this how I view the first Black Panther. Some good world building, some really great performances, but the narrative could have been better. So I would go low B, high C for Moon Knight.
Yeah, it kind of loses me on a rewatch. It's like you
Hmm.
said, I think it would have been cooler if it just kept that consistent tone instead of tone shifting for the later episodes. Because I think it could have benefited just being a straight, like, philosophical drama, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, that's what kind of kills the show for me. I like the build up and the setup for it, but
Hmm.
it could have just paid off a little better. So I say C.
Yeah, I think I agree with you guys all on the same points. Like again, started off strong. I watched the shit. And I was like, oh
Hmm.
shit, here we fucking go. It's just gonna be good. And then by the third episode, I'm like,
Wait,
oh
that
man,
sounded better
it's
than
gonna
in
be
my head.
yeah, like oh man, it's gonna be another one of those. And it was exactly what it was. So I was like, man, Moon Knight's gonna be great. It's gonna give us a good fucking serious tone to the MCU. Gonna have him fucking shit up, and then we got to the third episode.
Psycho Colonel Sanders.
Um, yeah, I think I'd go with high C. Like I said, like y'all know, like if, y'all know if you like the show. But if you review it on like a actual standpoint and everything, like it's a mid show at best.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up we have Miss Marvel. I really like this show. I think The casting is great. I love the visual style, very fun, and I like how they like use text on the walls. What I like about Miss Marvel is two things. Number one
She's
is
bad as hell.
it kind of it puts
Oh
you in
god.
it puts you in the current MCU phase. One thing I love about Spider-Man: Homecoming is there's a lot of references and mentions to the Infinity Saga. I really like how Miss Marvel kind of feels like you're in the multiverse saga, like living in it. I really like that. I think the culture stuff is excellent. I like how they explore some kind of deep stuff here that I'm like, oh wow, Disney did that. The villain I like to a degree. I think he could have been a bit better. I like this show a lot. People like this show so much Disney Channel. I'm like, what the fuck are you on? This show is really serious, really deep at times. I like the acting. And I think this is a great show. I binged it in like 5 hours. I liked it that much. Um, I would go maybe I don't know about S tier. I think S tier is like top tier, and I think there's elements that could have been better. Like I think the villains could have been better. I do like though the family in this show a lot, especially the older brother. I thought, oh, here we go. We have the older brother. He's gonna make fun of Miss Marvel. No, they get along really well, and I genuinely like that. So I would go A tier for this show. I think it has a great tone, and I love Homecoming, and this show is kind of like Homecoming in its style and the way it kind of makes you feel. So yeah, I really like Miss Marvel a lot.
I haven't seen the show all the way to give it a proper opinion, so it looks like a show I would enjoy. But I just haven't had the time to watch it. So, Edgar, what's your thoughts?
I think I think Miss Marvel is probably my favorite MCU show actually. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's really fucking good. Like I felt like again some later episodes are kind of slow, but they don't take me out of that experience. The tenors are like we're in the multiverse saga now. It's happening. Like this is a really good fucking show. And the people that fucking review bombed it, y'all are fucking racist. I do not give a shit. You guys are stupid
Racist
as
as
fuck.
shit.
Uh, shut the fuck up. No one cares
Right.
about your opinion. Like enjoy the fucking show for once. No one gives a shit. Disney Channel, wham wham wham, blah blah blah. Guess what? Marvel owned by Disney, motherfuckers. Get used to it. It was not that fucking serious. It was a good show. I had a ton of fun with it. Imani fucking kills it as fucking Miss Marvel. Like
She's bad
like
as hell.
she does a great boy. She does a great uh performance as Miss Marvel. She captures that um she has it in her. Like when you're watching her interviews and everything, like she is a huge Marvel fangirl. She knows what she's doing. She's enjoying where the character's going. I'm excited to see her in the Marvels. I know people are kind of like ooh, what the fuck, but like
Actually, looks kind of fun.
I'm excited to see the Marvels. It looks like they might do. Hopefully, they do Brie Larson's Captain Marvel better in this second movie. I'm excited to see more Monica Rambeau in that movie, but I'm also fucking excited to see uh, Imani as fucking Miss Marvel. That shit excites me a lot. Yeah, this whole show from beginning to end had me hooked, and I binged it also every single week. I was like, all right, let's fucking go, new Miss Marvel, let's fucking go with this shit, and I had a fun time with it. So for me, it would go not S, but it would definitely go high A, definitely above Loki.
Above Loki. Okay, so I'm gonna have it above Thor Ragnarok, below Homecoming, which is funny because I compared it to Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Thor: Love and Thunder. Before we get into the floodgates, all right, y'all
Play
go.
the fucking circus music, bro. Play the fucking circus music.
Okay. So with this movie, I think the thing that frustrates me about the movie is the potential. I think that this movie could have been really good. Christian Bale as Gore, pretty good villain. This movie just doesn't take itself seriously. And that's the biggest issue. When I watched it, and I can you can attest to this, you're like, oh, I really liked the movie after I saw it. Then the more I thought about it, the more how it
Oh,
seemed
you
like a
did. You
parody.
liked this movie, bro.
The more it seemed like a parody of itself, and that's the biggest issue. Chris Hemsworth is really seems like he's phoning it in. Like Ragnarok was funny because the humor made sense. Here's just parodying of itself. Like you have Heimdall's kid. Oh, that's a really cool idea. I love Heimdall. Love Idris Elba. Oh, his kid's played for a joke in this movie. Like you got it.
Like,
I
what the
hate
fuck, bro?
I
The
hate
CGI
that.
face.
Like this movie it seems like it was made like a parody, some scary movie shit, and I don't like that. It has some fun visuals and there's some cool stuff. I think Edgar likes this more. I would at most go low C tier, but for me it's D or maybe I'm not F, but D or low C for me. I just think this movie could have been better. Like the Jane Foster stuff, like in Gore, like that's serious. Okay, here we go, and then it's oh, all these dumb jokes.
Now, okay, I will say this, like maybe it's just like my love for the Guardians, but I find it crazy how they were just only in the movie for like 10 minutes and then
I legit
dipped.
forgot about that when you mentioned
And it's
it.
like, what the fuck, man? I thought like they like Guardians was gonna help Thor out, and they showed them all over the marketing, but no, it's just like montages, and then like you just see them for 10 minutes and they're gone. So, I mean I know it's a Thor movie and a pretty bad one in my opinion, but it's like could have been better, but it's still bad.
Edgar, how about you?
Listen, the idea I like the idea of Gore the God Butcher. That's such a nice. I want to, but the thing is, I wanted to see him
Be a menace.
to see. I wanted to see him be a menace. I wanted to see him be fucking undefeatable. I did like the visual when they were fighting him and everything was black and white. I enjoy that. That was pretty cool. I like the idea of Thor being a father at the end. I think that's pretty. However, I did not like how they treated his film. I don't know if I would like say it. I like it as much as like Bro Thor, or if I like it less than Bro Thor. I do not know. I will say I hated the fuck out of his new suit. I did not like that
Yeah,
shit. That
yeah.
Corny
shit
as
was
fuck.
ugly to me. It was so ugly. I did
The
not like it.
helmet.
The helmet was terrible. Like I that shit. I will say I probably enjoyed Mighty Thor better than regular Thor. I enjoyed Jane probably a little bit better than fucking Chris Hemsworth Thor in this movie. Again with the Guardians, like I did not get my hopes up for the Guardians. I just had a fucking gut that they're not gonna be in this movie. I know damn well they're just promoting the fuck out of them, and I was fucking right. They weren't in the movie at all for the first 10 minutes, and I was really happy those first 10 minutes. And then they left, and I was like, oh shit, here we go.
You
For
know
this
what's
movie,
it's like? Sorry.
go ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, just imagine just seeing them all over the posters and the marketing, and they're just in it for 10 minutes.
Well, even like Rocket only has like one or two lines. Like even in the 10 minutes they're in, it's montaging. Like they don't interact. It's not like oh we have the
The
Rocket
only
and
real
Thor. Like Rocket and Thor were so good in Infinity War, and they like hardly talk in this movie. I'm like
The only
oh
interaction we get between Thor and the Guardians is not even the Guardians. Interaction between Thor and Peter Quill, and that's pretty much it.
yeah, I do like that
What the fuck was
dynamic.
that?
So are we? Is this D
This is
tier
gonna be a D tier for me.
The
below the Thor one? I'll put it below Eternals, but above Black Widow. Okay. Um, next up we have, and this might be a controversial take. I think Werewolf by Night. I want to go S tier. I love this show. The style of it is amazing.
I think
I
it's
love.
not a show, but it was just like a special, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
just a
you know
special
what?
30 minute special.
Anyways, I love the style. Yeah, so the special, yeah. I love the style. The cinematography is awesome in black and white. This movie's directed by Michael Giacchino, who is a musical composer, and the way he does some of these shots are amazing. The rhythm of them I love. I like the characterization. The main actor who plays the werewolf, he's characterized well. He's a serious character. He's not a quippy guy like every other male MCU hero. I think all the villains and like side hunters are really good. I like the main lady in this. I thought she was characterized excellently. This show knows what it is. It's a throwback to the Universal days of monster movies in an MCU film, and it does that so well. I love the practical effects. I love this. This was like 40 minutes, and I loved every single second. I don't think this is an Infinity Stone tier project, but I think it's maybe my favorite non MCU movie and I love it. I think this is S tier. If y'all like it a bit less, I'll move it down to A. But I love Werewolf by Night. I think everything about it is perfect. There's some good gore too. I thought it was really good.
So technically I don't have a proper opinion since I only ever saw the kill count for this. Shout out to Dead Meat. But it did look interesting. It was just like, oh, this is something that doesn't seem connected to the rest of the MCU products. It could look like it could be cool, but I think I just didn't wind up not checking it out because I didn't have the time. So it looks cool. I'll give it that. So if I did watch it, I'd probably put it in like B. It looks like something I would enjoy.
All right, Edgar, how about you? Where do you stand on it?
I can't actually say anything because I never watched it.
Okay.
I've never had the time to watch it, and I just haven't wanted to watch it. I don't know. I was going to watch it. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to watch this soon, and I just never did. So I'm gonna watch it really soon just to like get a good opinion on it. But like, if it's, I hear everyone saying it's really fucking good though. Like, I hear a lot of good talk about it. I don't hear really much anything bad about it. So I'm gonna take everyone's word for it. I'm not gonna go in with high expectations. I'm gonna go in with mid expectations. And yeah, I'll watch it when I have the chance, but I can't say anything about it right now.
Imagine
All
that would be
right.
canon.
Since y'all haven't seen it, I mean, I think if we all loved it, I'll play this. I'll go A. I'll go below Loki, below. I'll put it like low A because y'all haven't seen it, and like Keem said, like kind of B. So I think that's fair. Alrighty, Ant-Man 3. So the thing about this movie that kind of is
Oh
interesting
boy.
is I know some of us like it because it's an Ant-Man movie, and even on that basis, I think the whole thing with Cassie and Scott is not good. I really like because I really like Catherine Newton as an actress. I think she's really good in other projects. Not this one though. I like the actress that got an Endgame for Cassie. I don't know why they recasted her. And kind of so even the Ant Man stuff with like Hank, he just seemed like he was there. I don't love. This is the end of Ant Man's trilogy. He loses nothing because in Iron Man's trilogy and Iron Man 3, the suits get destroyed. And end of Cap's trilogy, the shield gets destroyed. Thor, he loses his home. Spider Man, he loses everything. Ant Man loses nothing.
His
That's an
time.
issue. So even as an Ant Man movie, I don't love it. And this film was building up Kang as a big event movie. It didn't deliver. I just sat here watching this movie with the jokes about the guy with the fucking holes and the end sequence, and I was laughing not because the movie was funny, but because it was just kind of so
Ridiculous.
bad it's funny. And I usually don't do that, so I would go D tier if this was my own list. However, I know y'all are a bit higher, so I'd be willing to do high C tier. Maybe if y'all really love it, low B. That I'll be a bit cooperative with this one because Jonathan Majors as Kang, when he's on screen and there isn't dumb shit happening, he is really good.
uh, my thing is that look, I wanted an Ant Man movie and I got an Ant Man movie. I wasn't expecting too much, like in terms of quality, but I still enjoyed it, and I don't disagree with what you're saying about how this movie could have been a lot better. But I don't know. With Ant Man 3, I enjoyed it for what it was, and Kang does look like somebody that can be, uh, like a good villain to all the heroes.
Yeah, I wasn't really going into anything with this film. I was gonna go in with low expectations, and not really have anything expected. Um, Jonathan Majors as Kang, I think we'll see better of him in future
Mm-hmm.
films. I think he did decent in this film. You know, they didn't really make him such a
Hopefully,
huge threat. He got beaten by fucking ants,
That
and
was so bad. My
I'm not
God.
talking about Ant Man. I'm literally talking
Oh my.
about
literal
fucking
like
ants,
7 foot
like
tall
literal the
ants.
animal ants. And the thing is, like, really, like, we're gonna have a fucking Kane the Conqueror and everything, and he got defeated by ants. Like, again, I think I would have enjoyed a different ending where Hope and Scott stayed in the quantum realm and had to figure out a way back or had to get rescued somehow, or just end up living in a quantum realm or something.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Like, I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with both of them. I would have been okay with just Scott staying in the quantum realm. Like, I feel like that would have been great. He would have to learn how to escape again because again he's been there before. Ant-Man 3 for me, Modoc, I hated it.
Oh,
I did not like
Don't
what
be
they
a
did with
dick.
MODOK.
Don't be a
I
dick.
did
I
not.
hated that. Oh
I did
no.
not like what they did with MODOK in this
I swear
movie
that
at
that Shark
all.
Boy and Lava
Because
Girl ass shit.
people are like, oh, he's funny in the comics. Like, no, in the comics, he's kind of disturbing. Like, he's
He's
kind of disturbing.
disturbing. He's not funny. He's more of like he's kind of like that dude that does nothing but dark humor. That's what he is.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
fucked up in the head. He's fucked up mentally and
Yeah,
all
he's a
that. Like,
fucked up character, and they didn't do that here.
yeah.
Yeah, this
Instead
is
we
not the type of
fucking
fucked up character I want.
again. Here's a fucking example for people that are hating on that are changing her fucking powers, changing to crystals or whatever. This is a fucking example of how Miss Marvel's fucking hands would look like if they fucking use CGI on that shit. Y'all see the face on MODOK? That motherfucker stupid as hell. They should have kept that mask on like 99% of the time.
He
Like I
looked
do
like a
not.
ding dong, bruh.
Dude, it's so annoying. We saw his fucking ass cheeks, man. Like motherfucker got caked up and everything, and he was
He ain't
still
Moto
ass.
Moto.
Like, come on now. Uh, Ant-Man 3, fucking Jonathan Majors, best part of the film, easily. I do not give a crap. We got Ant-Man getting his ass beat by Kang. Like
Like
I
10
love
seconds.
that for like 10 seconds. But you know what? It's whatever.
Yeah.
I do not think I did like the post credits, by the way. A little tease to Loki
Yeah,
season 2,
I like
He,
that. That was
and
yep.
good.
the different variants um of King. We saw Victor Timely. That's like apparently that's the main variant that people need to look out for in the comics. He
He
was
gonna
like the
get you.
main threat. He was the main threat in the comics, so I'm excited like what they're gonna do with Victor Timely in the freaking Loki show. So we'll see that. I think they got delayed though because they haven't said anything much about it. It was supposed to come out summer, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when it happens. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Uh, for me, it's a mid movie.
You said C.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go C. Above the Hulk, below Ant-Man 2. Okay. Now we'll go into some of the other shows we still have to touch on. I think that Daredevil is an Infinity Stone level show. I think the acting, cinematography is all excellent. We only have four
It's
Infinity Stone projects, so that would fit in well. If y'all are willing to do that, I think Daredevil's an amazing show. I think there's no issues with it at all.
I agree. The show's freaking dope, man.
I have only seen the first season. Again, I have little time, but from what I saw in the first season, it was great. You know, I can't wait for Daredevil, Born Again or whatever it was going to be called.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't ruin his character. MCU
Please,
show. It's
dude.
it's gonna be the longest MCU show I think too. I think like 16, 18 episodes. I think they
Oh
said.
shit.
So that's crazy because usually the MCU shows are 10 or below for their episodes, and this one's gonna go like an actual full season's worth of. So I'm excited to see where they go with this. But yeah, Daredevil, from what I've seen, great. I enjoyed it. I would put it in Infinity Stone tier, even though I haven't seen all of it. But from what I've seen, it's definitely up there as best shows.
Yeah, I've only seen the first season of the second, but I'd agree. So do y'all want to have Guardians 1 be the last Infinity Stone project then?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll be
Yeah.
okay with that. So what are our Infinity Stone
No Way
movies right now?
Home, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Daredevil, Guardians 1. I think that's a
And I'm
good
okay with
variety.
that. I'm definitely okay with that.
Yep. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Definitely
I
fine.
will say this: Disney, do not. Oh, uh, that sounded a lot better in my head. My boy Daredevil, please,
Yeah,
please
don't mess
don't,
them up.
please don't mess
Um,
him up.
I haven't seen hardly anything of Punisher, Luke Cage, or Jessica Jones, but well, Jessica Jones I think would be A. Luke Cage I think would be high B, and Punisher I think could be
I mean,
A.
if we haven't seen them, I haven't seen. We could have a tier that's just like
I know
not
I
never
came
seen
seen
or
them though, and I've seen bits.
So like I remember watching these shows all the way through one day, and I just like I really just appreciate like the grittiness and drama and gore they could get into with these shows on Netflix. So I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit, it got intense on these shows.
I know you're telling me beforehand like Luke Cage is B and Jessica Jones is A. Would you
Yeah,
agree with that? Okay.
yeah, and
We'll
Punisher
do.
is also A.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of Punisher. Really good action. Really good. Um,
A lot of people want like that. There's like a comic moment where Punisher is like carrying Spider-Man to the hospital, and people want that to happen for the MCU.
yeah,
I was like,
I'm
that'd be
like,
pretty cool.
Iron Fist F, probably.
D. It's not complete
Yeah, okay.
garbage. So,
We'll
but
we'll do.
it's been a while since I've seen it. But I just remember not most of it.
Um, She-Hulk. I like Tatiana Maslany a lot as Jennifer Walters, and I think that. So I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here. I think
Go ahead.
what makes She-Hulk work in the comics is she's comedic in the comics, and it works because Hulk in the comics is a very serious character. So She-Hulk is kind of like a play on Hulk, kind of like a parody, if you will. And why
She's
that doesn't,
also a horn dog in the damn comics. Just saying, she a horn dog for real, for real.
yeah,
Right. Holy shit, man.
and in the MCU, Hulk is not serious. He's a joke. So you have two jokey characters that doesn't work at all. That's why I think the show fails. It's like Thor: Love and Thunder. It's a parody of itself. I think the moments when Jennifer Walters is actually like, being an attorney, and I'm like, okay, there's some cool ideas. I like the episode where she like has to go after that one magician who stole the ring from Doctor Strange. Like, that's a cool idea. Okay, have a lawyer in the MCU. That's really neat, but the show just doesn't do that. So for the performance, I think the acting's pretty good for her. Everyone else is kind of cringe. I would go D tier. I don't know about F, or I think it's high D, low C.
I
The show
could never
really
finish
missed
this
its
show.
mark. Huh?
I could not finish this show.
Yeah, it's hard to sit through with the cringy stuff because yeah, it's
Yeah. Again, it's another one of those shows where it started off really good. Like
hmm
I enjoyed the first 2 3 episodes.
yeah,
Maybe
they're good,
what episode
fun.
did she twerk for? Okay, yeah, I enjoyed the first 4 episodes. Um,
Let me look it up real quick.
listen, listen, it started off good, like I loved Hulk or Bruce Banner training her, in a way, like showing her like, oh, you can't go into the real world like this. You can't control. She's like, no, I want to go. I need to go back to my job as a lawyer. Uh, we see all this, and I enjoyed their little sparring, little fight, and everything. That was pretty nice. Again, I love the casting choice in it. I loved most of it until after the fifth episode or fourth episode. Uh,
It got ridiculous.
Abomination's inclusion in this show doesn't
Oh
feel
no.
Natural.
doesn't feel natural. Uh, it's kind of weird just seeing him
Oh, the
there.
haiku shit. Oh, I hated that. Oh no.
What shit?
Well, he writes a poem in the fucking movie.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
are you
yeah, yeah.
kidding me? What
Yeah,
is?
and
Oh
then
no.
that last episode also was
Oh, and
so fucking chaotic. It's just.
Yeah.
Can we talk about it? I think I
can we?
know why Keem's laughing. I think I know
Yeah.
why Keem's laughing.
Yo,
Go
can we
ahead,
talk
Keem.
about that nigga's hairline?
Yeah, I knew.
What the fuck did they do to my boy?
What the fuck is up with y'all? If y'all
Holy
haven't seen
shit.
She-Hulk, they introduced Hulk's son Scar, and
Oh
let me
no.
just
Oh
say that
no.
they fucked him up so bad with that hairline, yo. Like in the
Holy shit.
comics, he's this fucking badass and everything with his long hair
Look
and
like
everything,
Casey Jones
angry.
mutated.
And then we see him at the end of this fucking.
Like, what the
What the fuck
heck?
did you do with his hairline?
Yeah, and the thing.
I will
Oh,
say, Daredevil though, I enjoyed Daredevil in the show. It's one
yeah.
of the other things I enjoyed in the show. People are like, they wasted Daredevil. They ruined him. They ruined his suit. Motherfuckers, it's a comic accurate fucking suit.
He
Shut the
also
fuck up!
he also fucks in his own show, so he's a ladies' man. They make that clear. He gets
Mhm.
around. So we're doing high
Exactly.
D tier. I think the less we talk about the show, the better.
Daredevil gets hoes.
Yeah, high D tier. I'm okay with that.
Okay. What else do we have? We only have 4 things left.
What do we put
5.
Hawkeye in?
We have.
Have we gone into Hawkeye? Okay,
No, I don't think so.
go ahead.
So this might be controversial. So I just the thing with this show is that I think this show should have been a movie. I think Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye should have gone his own movie. That way, each of the OG Avengers would have gone the movie. Hulk, Black Widow, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man all have their movies. Get Hawkeye his own movie. Because I think he's like solid in the show. Haley Steinfeld is fucking hot. If y'all know me, she's like my celebrity crush. She's good in the show. She's funny.
Okay.
But this show just has so many filler moments. I just feel like it could have been. I think, yeah, make it a 2 hour movie would have been perfect as a show. It's like low B, high C tier for me. I was kind of bored watching this show, and I had to kind of skip through some parts because I'm like, just get to the action because the action's pretty good. The acting is pretty solid. There's just too many things I didn't like in it.
No, another thing is, like, I think I love the inclusion of Kingpin in this show. I think that was
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
I love the inclusion of Yelena in this show.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
that's
like she
good.
wants to get revenge on Hawkeye because she thinks that he purposely killed you
Black
know
Widow.
Yeah, that
Natasha,
was well
but
done.
like it wasn't like like it makes sense. She thinks that he killed her sister and she wants to get revenge. And by the time it's all revealed, like it's already the last episode, they make the whole show like him trying to explain to her like, hey, I did not want to do it. I had to, like, she gave herself up for this shit. She wanted to move on like this. She wanted to die this way. And again, I think Haley Steinfeld as what's her name? Fucking
Kate Bishop.
Kate
Oh, so
Bishop. Like
hot.
I think a really good casting choice. I think it did really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love the little Clint being her mentor. Nice. I like those moments. I like the dog. Lucky, good ass fucking dog choice casting. Fucking
That
love
was
that dog.
good.
But yeah, for this show, I think I put it probably low B, high C. I think for me.
Okay. We'll have it high C above Moon Knight.
Did Akeem give his opinion?
So with Hawkeye, with Hawkeye, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I thought it, like I said, it could have been a little bit better, but I personally think that if they utilize some of these characters in a more, uh, I guess, useful way, maybe it would have been worthwhile. But maybe they could have implemented that with the movie idea you said earlier, Tanner. Like,
Yeah,
could have got
make
better
this a
writers.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
make this a movie.
So
Since Haley Steinfeld's hot, I'll do low B. I'll do low B if y'all liked it. She's winning me over, guys. The Groot shorts, who gives a fuck? F tier.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, yeah, whatever. It's cute. This is baby shit. This is honestly
Yeah,
baby
we
shit.
don't need it. I didn't see the Guardians Holiday Special. I heard people liked it. So,
I
what do y'all say? B tier?
It's a good short, man. I really enjoyed the holiday special. I no joke. Maybe not forever, but I could probably see myself watching this for Christmas for about like 2 more years.
How about you, Edgar? Where B tier, A tier holiday special? Y'all decide. I didn't see it.
B tier.
Yeah, I think I probably put it in like high B, low A. I really enjoyed it. Again, I loved watching it. I liked, we're trying to cheer up, Peter, like he's down. It's Christmas time, motherfucker. Apparently hates Christmas, but no, it's just a misunderstanding. Yondu apparently, because it goes as like Yondu never let
Flashback.
Peter experience, Yondu never let Peter Christmas, but Peter gave something to Yondu, and then we figure out that this is how Peter got his blasters. Yondu gave it to him as a Christmas gift, and we also learned that Mantis turns out to be Peter's sister because
Half
Ego
sister,
is
right?
Mantis's father. So again, I love the whole Kevin Bacon stuff. Like they fucking kidnapped a fucking human just to try and impress, like make Peter happy.
Like, holy
I will
shit.
I also like little not throwback to Rocket wanting Bucky's arm, and then Nebula somehow fucking has Bucky's arm and gives it to
Like,
fucking Rocket. I don't know how that. I also like
they
the
probably
fact
made
that
another one.
Peter gave Gru
Game
OG
Boy.
Game Boy as a gift too. That was pretty neat. I enjoyed that. And again, Drax was very comedic in this. He has been second film.
Oh,
Uh, Not much of a problem to me. I thought it was pretty funny. It wasn't like, here we go. Like, not, at least not in this
Holiday
short.
special.
It's a holiday special. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. I enjoyed it for what it was. Yeah, easily like low A, high B for me.
Yeah.
would y'all say you enjoyed watching this more than one division?
Mm,
Because
The thing
that's
is, like, oh,
well, WandaVision is a whole show. This is just a holiday
yeah,
special.
yeah,
I,
yes or no. That's what it's close to.
yes, I would say yes. I
yeah.
enjoyed
Okay,
watching that shit
okay,
more.
Okay.
okay. We'll do that.
Oh, and you know what
The
they're doing? They're
Defenders,
just. Oh, sorry.
the Defenders, the show with like all the Netflix
Never
characters.
watched it.
I heard it's kind of ass. When
Never
I
watched
seen it,
it.
we'll go
Wait,
D tier.
wait, what is that?
And then what if it's weird because it's an episode by episode basis. I like the art style and I like the serious episodes. The episode where it's like the black what if T'Challa was part of the
Star
Guardians?
Lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that episode because it's
That
these
was
two things
also
mixed.
his. That was
Last
also his last
performance.
performance. Yeah.
This one episode's like kind of lame. I would maybe go like low B tier as a whole, or
I
maybe
think I might.
high C, high C.
Well, I'll say like the thing like there are definitely some episodes better than the others. I think what if Doctor Strange lost his
Awesome episode.
heart? I
Goated.
love that episode a lot.
That was a
Uh,
really good episode.
I
Zombies
felt
was kind
the one that
of
the one that disappointed me the most was Zombies because I feel like people were overhyping the fuck out of it, and by the time we got it, like it's
It's
kind
kind
of.
of
Yeah.
But we are getting a spin-off show for it based on that episode, so I'm excited to see what happens with that. Hopefully it's better than the one episode. I will say I like the way they kind of handled Ultron series also, like towards the last episode.
Yes, actually
I
good.
love like they made him a good Ultron. They made him like, damn, this Ultron can fuck some shit up.
Yeah, you gotta be
And I
honest.
love that.
The show peaked at that moment where he was like,
Yes.
yo, he was like,
Yeah.
who the hell is speaking? Oh shit! He heard me narrate, and it's like, damn,
Yeah.
he heard that shit.
So are we going B tier or C?
I'll go either low B or high C, whatever you
I'll
guys
go
want.
high C.
I'll go low B.
Alrighty. We'll do high C. Okay. Um, I came with you on a look, and Edgar, I sent you. I sent you all the rankings we have now. I would maybe say we can move Homecoming up to S tier if we all really liked it, and we only have two S tier things.
I can agree putting Homecoming in S tier.
I think. Oh, do I want to put Ragnarok in S? No, I think. I think. Let me see. Let's look through this.
Because I know we all really like Homecoming. We only have two S tiers. Like, I think it's on the same level, better than Shang-Chi. So, like, we have Shang-Chi, gotta have kind of Homecoming.
Yeah.
But we can make like the S tier as small as we want to. You know, it's still our opinion.
Ooh, I don't know if I would have Daredevil over Guardians. I don't know, maybe.
We'll have Guardians over. Okay.
Okay, cool.
can
Yeah,
vouch
I
for that.
think. I think. I think that's like really accurate. Tier list.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can agree with this
Okay.
for what it is.
Homecoming's up to S tier.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
how this turned out.
it's fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. We agreed more than I thought we would.
You can get that.
But-
But we need more yelling and debating and this shit.
But wait.
It's fine.
Low key, Tanner.
Oh, no.
If you're not racist, put Black Panther.
Shut the fuck up.
up.
We gave you Wakanda forever. Shut the
You didn't make the shit.
Thank y'all for watching this first episode of Time. Hope y'all have the time to watch it and kind of get the vibe of what we're going for. And we will see you in future episodes. Take care.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching. Hey yo, on the real though, follow my channel.
Spider-Man No Way Home, best movie. I don't care.
Yes, I agree. Top tier, top movie ever.
New episode next week, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay.